Hi guys, I'm going to try to go over the why you weld and how you weld your images. So I made a title for one of the pages I'm doing in my scrapbooking. So the question being is, why would I want to weld this? Well, there's two reasons. I want the fun in the sun to be cut as all one piece, minus the top of the F, of course, because this is how that font was. But on generalized, if the letters overlap like they do in the I and the N and the T right here, you don't want that to cut right there because you'll never get it off your mat and it won't look right because you won't be able to place it back together right. So you want them to cut all as one piece. I'm going to zoom in here. So when they are welded, when you go up here to preview, everywhere that's gray, that means it's not going to cut that. So those little overlapping lines are not going to cut. Now, if you do not weld them, it's going to look like this. And that means those little lines right there are going to cut on a Cricut, and it's not going to look like what you want it to look like. Because when you get it done, you want it to look like this. All nice and smooth and pretty. And it's not going to look like that because it's going to cut those inside lines. So you want to have them welded. So how you do that is when go here, you can click on it here. See how it's highlighted? Over here. Down where it says appearance, you want to make sure you want to click the weld. That makes them kind of like Union and Inkscape, but this is Union and Scout. So now there is some other thing. Now you go over here and you get a font. You have to have highlight, I forgot. You have a font where they're separated. It don't matter how much you weld. It is not going to put them together. You would have to either break them apart and move them closer together, like, let's see. Come on. By changing the tracking like this, where they overlap. This just basically makes them a little closer to each other, and those I and the N's going to make it really difficult. Or you can, so I mean, you can move it around, and I mean, you can make them overlap, but I don't think they're going to look like what you're wanting to look like unless you want them really smushed. So, I mean, and something else with your fonts. Say you have a favorite font that you like to use a lot, like this Buttercup, whatever. You can go up here in this little heart right here. You can add that font to your favorites. Something I didn't know at first is up here. This will list all your favorites. So if you have just a certain favorites, it'll have just the ones that you like to use a lot right in that folder. Or if you, okay, I forget what font I used on the one. You go up here to this project, it'll show you the different fonts that you have used in this project. So that way, if you use more than one font, you can reuse it again without having to sit there and search through all of your fonts going, oh goodness, which one did I use? It just saves you so much time. I did not know that was there at first, so it's a good thing to know. I'm trying to make my video is kind of short and sweet, so bear with me if I don't get to all the questions and answers in each one. I do plan to do one on merging and grouping and some other things. Just takes a little bit of time each one to get it all lined up. And I do have pictures of what these look like cut. I will post in the group underneath this video so you can get a kind of a visual of how it's going to look, how it would look. Because I cut one where it was welded, and I cut one where it was not welded, so that you could see the difference between the two after they're cut. So hopefully this helps somebody help figure out what if you want to weld or not weld, or exactly what welding is in Scout. That's it for now.